And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Conkler Stadium on the campus of Oakland City University for what the River States Conference is calling the Conference Series of the Week. And the NAIA is considering the game to watch tonight. It is Oakland City University against Indiana University Southeast. I'm Walt Ferber. Producer-director David Hose, T. Ray Fletcher, and Pete Swanson, the Hall of Fame sports writer, here with you tonight. And glad you're along, too. It's brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. We had the opportunity to sit and have a chat with Andy Lasher, the coach of Oakland City University, and here is that conversation.
Here we go. Andy, it is always a pleasure. I was kind of worried. You and I have done a lot of interviews, and I've never had technical difficulties before. But it's worth going through it to be able to chat before the ball game. You guys are coming off a trip west, and it's kind of been a yearly thing for the team. And we came out and had kind of an offensive onslaught and a really, really nice win.
Yeah, we got off to a really good start at Mission, and they're a quality team. We've seen them in Kansas City and again during spring break quite a bit. Good team to play against, fun trip, and always nice to come out of there with a win too.
Okay. I want to get into this because David and I were talking beforehand. This has turned into who we're playing tonight. IUS has become a really big rivalry. Two of the top NAIA programs in the country. It's the River State Conference Series of the week, and you could probably make a case for it being on this particular day the top game in the country in the NAIA. I just want to take a step back, and for what you've accomplished, it means a lot to put that Oakland City jersey on, and the standard is success.
Yeah, it's nice to know that it's considered a rivalry, because when I first got here, it certainly was not. It was most likely going to end up being a one-sided affair, pretty much, a handful of first couple of years that I was here, and last year getting over the hump and playing really well at their place and winning the league was great because, that wasn't really feasible up to that point. So if it's considered a rivalry, we definitely shows us how far we've come as a program and how far our players have come as far as, making Oakland City a name that should be respected, not always year in and year out, but you try to make it that way year to year.
Now, as I'm looking at it, from what I love about sports, this is a lot of the good stuff about it. It's a great rivalry. They're fiercely contested contests. But from what I've seen, I don't see it in every big rivalry out there, but it seems like there's a huge amount of respect between the two universities and the two teams.
Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, they've got not really necessarily a new coaching staff. Everyone there has been associated with the program as an assistant or a former player. At least a lot of them have. But Neff did a really good job in the 2 years he was there. Ben Reel was there forever and did a fantastic job. Vinny, who was the assistant there last year, has taken over. And, they haven't missed a beat. They got a lot of guys that returned. And, that's good for them. It certainly helps to have a lot of guys come back for you when it's your first year coaching. They're just as talented as they normally are. So, we're going to have to play really well just to give ourselves a chance. And, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, we had a great game out here tonight. It's really good baseball weather. For those that are not able to get out here tonight, we're playing 2 tomorrow starting at noon.
That's right. Friday night baseball. Not very often we get to play at night when the weather's good enough. We try to do it. But it's always nice to be able to do that, and it'll be a quick turnaround tomorrow. We got 2 more at 12, but we're only worried about tonight.
Oh, indubitably. Injuries, illness, how are we doing going into the contest?
Oliver Hamilton hurt his thumb at midway in the first inning of Game 3, and that hurt us tremendously. Not having him, he's going to give it a go tonight. I'm not sure if he's 100%. I'm not sure if he knows whether or not he's 100%. We're certainly a better team when he's on the field. So we'll see where it's at, but he's going to try to tape it up and go and see what it looks like. Hopefully he's all right. We're going to need him. If we don't have him, that certainly hurts in a lot of areas, just not just offensively, but defensively. He really runs the show back there. But if he says he wants to try to play, I'm not going to get step in his way.
I said from being around Ollie, really since he got here, he's one of those glue guys, isn't he?
He's about as much of it as an adhesive as you could possibly be.
I've never heard it put better than that. Okay, who are we going with on the bump tonight?
Matt Lighthall tonight.
I tell you what, Andy, it is always a pleasure. It's a great night for baseball. There's no place I'd rather be than calling the Mighty Oaks tonight here at Concord.
Thanks, Walt.
And that is Andy Lasher, the head coach at Oakland City University. And we're just about ready to get this show on the road. For Oakland City tonight, it will be Matt Lighthall. Lighthall is a senior out of Littleton, Colorado, so he will be on the bump for Oakland City University. As we look at his statistics on the year, and he has certainly pitched well for the Mighty Oaks. He has a record of 2-0 and a 6.23 ERA. His fifth appearance, fifth start, 17 in the third innings, 15 hits, 12 runs, 12 earned runs. He struck out 16, walked 9, 4 doubles, no triples, 2 homers. Opposition hitting .246 against him with 3 wild pitches and 4 hit batters. As he's taking his final warm-up tosses right now, the defense for Oakland City today, leading at first base will be Jake Winsenreed. Dickie Gonzalez is at second. Simon Gaines, the shortstop, and Marcus Arocho's at third. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder. Nakir Bergen, the center fielder. Eric Correa in right. Oliver Hamilton behind the plate, and on the bump is Matt Lighthall. For Indiana University Southeast, and leading off of the first inning, it will be Gabe Yanto, who is in right field, and then it will be the second baseman, Kevin Moore, and Trevor Goodwin, the first baseman. Batting fourth will be Bryson Arnett at third base, then Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop. Nick Johnson, the designated hitter, will follow him. Then it's Caden Lockwood in left, Kason Parks, the center fielder, and Matt Santana is behind the plate. And Yanto, a left-handed hitter, will step in to get things going for the Grenadiers of New Albany, Indiana, and Indiana University Southeast. That is fouled off, and it is no balls and 1 strike. Grenadiers hitting at .319 as a team, opposition at .253. Yanto at .337 with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. Just misses outside. Yanto is a redshirt junior out of South Bend, Indiana. And two balls, 1 strike. That's a strike. Evens up the count at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. That's outside. The count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grenadiers are 15-7 overall. They're undefeated, 6-0 in conference. They're 3-0 in New Albany, 9-6 away, 3-1 on neutral fields. Slow roller down to third base line, goes foul as Arocho lets it go foul. Glad you're along with us. Walt Ferber, producer, director David Hose. We got a doubleheader starting at noon Central Time tomorrow. I hope you can join us for that. A lot of major conference implications over the next 24 hours in this one. And pretty good baseball weather. That is hit into foul territory. That's out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is all for Mr. Yanto. First strikeout of the ball game for Lighthall. And that is going to bring up Kevin Moore, the second baseman. Moore is a freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. A switch hitter that throws righties batting left-handed this time. Off-speed pitch misses inside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Wide to the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Moore at .313, a homer and 8 runs batted in, low and inside. Oliver Hamilton, as you heard from Andy Lasher, got a busted thumb in the Midway Series, and that was in the 3rd game of that series, and is giving it a go here tonight, and that is a strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Low and outside. Full count, 3-2. Goodwin today is on deck. That's outside ball 4. Who did Brescia play today? 29-14. Yeah, River State Conference action. Brescia over West Virginia University of Technology, 29-14. As you well know, if you've been listening, our broadcast this week, we've had a lot of wind. I mean, wind up to like 40 miles an hour, and that can do a lot of damage. Got 1 on, 1 out. Trevor Goodwin steps in. And that is a strike. Goodwin at .391, 3 homers, 20 runs batted in. Low and inside. 25 hits, 64 at bats, 17 runs scored with 11 doubles and a triple. 10 walks, 3 hit by pitch. That's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ring him up. Strike 3. Second out and second strikeout of the first inning for Matt Lighthall. There's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Bryson Arnett to the plate. 6-foot senior out of Hodgenville, Kentucky. Arnett at .457. 16 hits, 35 at bats, 9 runs scored, 4 homers, 14 runs batted in. No balls and 1 strike to count. Check swing. Throw to second. I think they got him picked off. 2-6. And, yeah, that's going to do it. As Moore ends up getting picked off, and that will end inning number 1. And with a runner picked off, it's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We have played 1/2 inning here at Conkler with the score. Indiana University Southeast nothing. Oakland City coming to bat. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill at Uptown Huntingburg, GoMightyOaks.com, and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
We're back at Conkler. One of the good ones on the bump today for Indiana University Southeast. It is Matt Cendrella, who is 1-0 with a 2.70 ERA. Fourth appearance, fourth game started. 10 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Has struck out 11 and only walked 1. A 147 batting average against 2 wild pitches and 1 hit batter. Coming up for the Oaks in the bottom half of the first, third baseman Marcus Orocho, followed by the shortstop Simon Gaines and Jake Wisenreed, the first baseman. Oakland City hitting its .319 as a team, the opposition at .252. Marcus Orocho, a lot of speed, hitting .293, 27 hits, 92 at bats, 25 runs scored, 5 homers, and 28 runs batted in. And he has been exemplary at third base, with him moving from short to third and Dickie Gonzalez in at second. I would put the Oaks infield defensively up against anybody. Did not go around. And that is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Young man out of Puerto Rico. Arecibo, Puerto Rico. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes. Always when we get into the broadcast, Marcos Sr., one of our regular watchers down in Puerto Rico. Glad to have you along again tonight. And that swung on and missed. A little giddy up on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That misses high and tight, 3-1. You get Orocho on at first. Fair stolen base threat. And that's a walk. So the leadoff man on for Oakland City in the home half of the first inning. Oaks are 34 of 37 stolen bases, while Marcus Orocho is 3 of 3. Simon Gaines striding to the plate now. Simon, a sophomore from Orleans, Indiana. A Bulldog there. Always enjoyed doing a number of sports, especially basketball, up at Orleans. That's low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Orleans had the best hospitality room of about any place we went. Those farm ladies could cook a lot of really good stuff. And their athletic teams, top to bottom, are excellent. That's high, and that is going to be a 6-3 double play. As that was pulled nicely as it goes Coulter Hamilton to Trevor Goodwin. As Winsenreed steps in now for the Mighty Oaks. A senior out of McCordsville, Indiana. Winsenreed at 381. That is a strike. 32 hits, 84 at bats, 29 runs scored, 3 homers, 12 runs batted in. 583 slugging percentage. 10 walks, 9 hit by pitches. That's fouled out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Winsenreed. 2 out here in the home half of the first. Curve ball misses outside, 1-2. Naheem Bergen, the center fielder, on deck for Oakland City. And that is a strike. And that is all for Oakland City in the first. And the double play makes it 3 up and 3 down for the Oaks in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 1 completed Conkler. Game 1 of the 3-game set. Oakland City nothing and Indiana University Southeast nothing. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Back at Conkler, no score, top half of the second. Bryson Arnett was up when Moore was picked off trying to steal, and he is up as we start the top half of the second inning. Arnett, a senior out of Hodgenville, Kentucky, 6 feet tall. And that is fouled, no balls, and 1 strike. Arnett, the third baseman. He's hitting at .457. As that's 2 strikes now. 16 hits, 35 at bats, 9 runs scored. 4 homers, 14 runs batted in. About a slugging percentage of .943. That's pretty good, I would say. Lighthall, the stretch of the pitch. Ring him up. I would say Lighthall is off to a pretty good rhythm right now. He has recorded 4 outs. 3 of them have been by strikeouts, and the other one was Hamilton, Ollie Hamilton, throwing a runner out trying to steal. As Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop for Indiana University Southeast, is up. A redshirt sophomore out of Brownsburg, Indiana, and that hit him. And that had, as they say, a little velo on it. So 1 on, 1 out as Nick Johnson comes to the plate. He's a freshman from Madison, Indiana. The DH today also catches for the Grenadiers. Snap throw back over to first as Hamilton is back in. It was a pretty good move over to first base. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Johnson at 467. That's fouled off. 7 hits, 15 at bats, 5 runs scored, a homer, and 6 runs batted in, and a slugging percentage of .867. These Grenadiers can blister the baseball. In the turf, Ollie keeps it in front of him, but the stealing second base will be Coulter Hamilton. So the Grenadiers now have a runner in scoring position here in the top half of the second inning. A base hit now could put Indiana University Southeast on the board. That's high and tight. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ring him up. Fourth strikeout of the ball game. And 1 2/3 innings as Caden Lockwood will step in. Lockwood at 260, 13 hits, 50 at bats, 13 runs scored, 3 homers, and 18 runs batted in. That's foul. Lockwood, a redshirt sophomore, batting right, throwing right, out of Dublin, Ohio. Swing and a miss. That's 2 strikes now to Johnson. Lighthall took just a little something off of that one. Just fouled on the third base line, but you know what? Marcus was there. He covers a whole lot of territory on that hot corner. No balls, 2 strikes the count. In tight. 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 base runners for the Grenadiers, a walk and a hit batter. That is hit into left field, and that's a base hit, and it's 1-0. As Lockwood is on at first base, Hamilton scores easily, And the Grenadiers drawn first blood here in the top half of the second. Hardest hit ball of the ball game by the Grenadiers. Makes it 1-0. The number 8 hitter, Cason Parks, coming to the plate now. Cason Parks, a junior out of Lexington, Kentucky, is at the plate. Here's a runner running for. Oh, okay, that is still Lockwood. Cason Parks, the right-handed batter, steps in. Hamilton goes high to pick that one up. 1 ball and no strikes. Cason Parks at 279, no homers, 6 runs, batted in. That is low and outside. A nice stop by Ollie. 2 balls and no strikes. Matt Santana, the number 9 hitter and catcher, up next for IUS. Fastball inside. Big rivalry between these two teams, 2 extraordinarily solid NAIA baseball programs. Strike on the inside corner, 3 balls and a strike. And kind of like New Albany, that is my hometown, but have not lived there now, and I believe it's 51 years. That's a long time. That's a strike to Parks. Quote Lee Corso, not so fast, my young friend. 3-2. The stretch by Lighthall of the pitch. That is hit into left center field. It is going to be the center fielder, Bergen, camps under it and makes the play. But in the second inning, the Grenadiers get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We have played 1.5 innings here in Game 1 of a 3-game set. It is Indiana University Southeast 1 and Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. Back at Conkler, it's 4-5-6 for the Oaks here in inning number 2. They're down 1-0, and it will be Naheem Bergen, the center fielder, Eric Correa, the right fielder, and Oliver Hamilton, the catcher. And David is going to get me to pronounce this correctly before we are done. Nas Bergen, a senior, out of Curacao? Curacao. I'm getting closer. Bergen stepping in. He is a left-handed batter at .359, 8 homers and 20 runs batted in. That's outside, 1 ball, no strikes. What I have seen is that if you throw a fastball mistake to this guy, it's going to probably be a see ya. That is fouled. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. First inning, Sandrella, 11 pitches, a strikeout, a walk, and 3 batters faced. And that is fouled. While Lighthall for 2 innings, 39 pitches, 1 hit, 1 run. It was an earned run. Has struck out 4, walked 1, and has faced 8 batters. That is a high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They are playing Naz a shade toward right, playing him to pull. That is into shallow left. And a pretty good play. I think it was the shortstop that got that one. Left field, okay, it was locked with the left fielder that made the play on that. As Naz got underneath that one a little bit too much, is Correa, the right fielder. Eric Correa, 359, 23 hits, 64 at bats, 24 runs scored, no homers on the year for him. Pardon me, 4 homers and 26 runs batted in. And that's going to be 2 down on the ground out, 6-3. 2 up, 2 down. Oliver Hamilton. Ollie has done a great job behind the plate. No doubt about that. As he steps into the batter's box. A senior out of right here in Oakland City, Indiana, played his high school baseball at Gibson Southern. That's high. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs of the home half of the second inning. Playing with a little bit of a bunged up thumb today. Let's tape it up and let's go. And that is the first base hit of the ball game for the Mighty Oaks, as Ollie struck that one into right field. So it's 2 out and 1 on. And that is going to bring up the designated hitter, Charlie Hoffman, the freshman from Evansville.
Courtesy running for the Mighty Oaks, number 20. Alex
Satterfield is going to run for was going to run for Hamilton. So Satterfield on at first base. Charlie Huffman, a freshman, will take the first pitch. And that is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. A runner was on the move. Satterfield on the move, and that's fouled. And it's 2 strikes to Hoffman. Hoffman leading the team in hitting at .448. 26 hits, 58 at bats, 23 runs scored, no homers, 10 runs batted in. Oaks are down 1-0 in the home half of the second, but Satterfield running for Ollie Hamilton at first. It's high and outside. Satterfield does have good speed. He is 3 for 5 stolen bases for the year. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and that is the inning. Second strikeout on the contest for Sandrella. No runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left. We have played 2 complete at Conkler With the score, Indiana University Southeast 1, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill. GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Top half of the third coming up. Lighthall for Oakland City. 2 innings, 39 pitches, a hit, a run, an earned run, 4 strikeouts, a walk, and 8 batters faced. Will be facing 9-1-2 of Indiana University Southeast as Matt Santana, the catcher, will step in. Santana, a junior out of St. John, Indiana. Been a pretty good pitcher's duel to this juncture in time. That's a strike on the inside corner to Santana. 318 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. That's hit into right. That's fairly deep, but Korean right fielder goes back near the fence and makes the play for the first out of the third. That's going to bring Yanto back up. That's his second time at the plate with 1 gone now as he struck out in the first. Yanto, 337, 6 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Grenadiers, 39 home runs as a team. That's a daggone good bunt. Arocho tried to barehanded but couldn't, and Yanto is on at first base. So 1 on and 1 out as Kevin Moore, the second baseman, steps in. That was a solid bunt by Yanto. He walked and was thrown out trying to steal in his first plate appearance. Snap throw back over to first base. Yanto is back. Moore at 313 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. Kevin Moore, a freshman from Louisville. Switch hitter. A strike to him. Stretch by Lighthall, the pitch. A strike. 2 strikes. Oakland City defensively, wins and Reed at first. Nicky Gonzalez, the second baseman. Simon Gaines, the shortstop. Marcus Arocho at third. And that's a ball. Bryce Humphrey, that was close though. Bryce Humphrey in left. Naj Bergen in center field. Eric Correa in right. Oliver Hamilton behind the plate, and Matt Lighthall on the bump. Fouls that one up, so Moore stays alive in this at bat. One gone. Santana opened up the inning by flying out to Correa in right. Fouled off again. It stays at 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got a piece of that. Fouled it off. Well, he fouled off what would have been ball two. I looked more like cricket than baseball. I think you hit it on the bouncing cricket, don't you? And going into second base will be Yanto, and he steals it. So another runner in scoring position for the Grenadiers as Yanto is at second base with one gone. Yanto 5 of 5 stolen bases on the year now. That's bounced into right field. Yanto is heading for the plate. Throw is offline. Yanto scores, and the Grenadiers are up 2-0. Moore scores from first, and that's going to bring up Trevor Goodwin, although first baseman. Goodwin, a left-handed batter. 391, 3 homers, 20 runs batted in. That's high. I said these guys from New Albany hitting 319 as a team. They're hitting very, very well. They're undefeated in the River States Conference at 6-0, 15-7 overall. That just misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Blue skies with a few clouds. It's been really windy the last 4 or 5 days. But the temperature's warmed up a little bit as that is a snap throw back to first. Have been impressed by Lighthall's move to first base. Lighthall at the belt. A strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. He's been a strikeout pitcher today, certainly. 4 strikeouts through 2 in the third. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to count. Here's the stretch and a pitch. Low and inside, runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grenadiers have out-hit the Oaks 3-1 so far and up 2-0 on the scoreboard. Hits that one into foul territory. Going to be out of play, I think. Nice Friday night crowd. Been doing this stuff a long time, but this is a ball game tonight that I would pay to see. Oaks a little better overall record at 19-4. That is ball 4. So you got Goodwin at first. Moore moves over to second base. And Bryson Arnett, who struck out looking in the second, will stand in. Oakland City's record, 19-4, 4-2 in conference. They are 12-0 here at Conkler, 7-4 on the road. That is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Pretty big lead at second base for Moore. And that ends up being caught. Was that the left fielder? Left fielder Bryce Humphrey gets that catch. Holds everybody where they're at. Hamilton hits that one into shallow right center field. And that's going to drop in there for a base hit. IUS has runners on the corners as Coulter Hamilton is at first. Goodwin moves his way to third base, and scoring is Kevin Moore. And the Grenadiers have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Nick Johnson, the DH, will be the 7th hitter of the Indiana University Southeast third inning. He struck out in the second. It is a 3-0 ball game right now here in the top half of the third. Johnson at 467. That is a high hopper to Dickey at second, throws to first in time. But in the top half of the third, the Grenadiers add 2 more to the total. We played 2.5 here at Conkler with the score Indiana University Southeast 3 and Oakland City University nothing. You are watching Oakland City University baseball. Brought by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Back at Conkler, home half of the third, 8-9-1 for the Oaks, who now spotted the Grenadiers 3. It'll be Dickey Gonzalez, the second baseman, Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, and Marcus Orocho, the third baseman for the Oaks. And the Oaks have the unenviable task of going up against Luke Sandrella today. 2 innings, 23 pitches, 1 hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 7 batters faced. Dickey Gonzalez is a Swiss Army knife. He can do pretty much anything. Hitting at .232 with 3 homers and 18 runs batted in. And did he go around? They said no. 1 ball and no strikes. Dickey plays an excellent defensive second base, and he also can pitch. At the strike, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll be back tomorrow at noon Central Time for 2 more games, a 9 and a 7. That is a strike. 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses outside. Gonzalez, a senior infielder pitcher, out of Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. The wide of the pitch. That's hit to short. Coulter Hamilton will fire it to Trevor Goodwin, and there's one out in the bottom half of the third inning for the Oaks. And that'll bring up Bryce Humphrey, a senior out of Evansville, Indiana. Bryce hitting .387, 12 hits, 31 at bats, 13 runs scored, a homer, and 10 runs batted in. That is fouled. Sandralla's being a little more patient pitching, taking him a little bit longer, but has not been close to any pitch clock violations to this point. Marco Sorocho on deck for the Oaks. High and tight there. Will even the count of the ball and a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike on the outside corner. I've been very impressed by Sandralla. That just misses. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sandralla, a sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky. And the righty has been large and in charge. That's high and outside. 3-2. I don't have his height, but if I'm putting a spitball guess, it probably would be about 6'3" and possibly maybe 6'4". That is hit down the right field line, and that is foul. And it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. One gone here in the third. Off-speed pitch. Bryce never had a chance on that one. Strike 3. Third strikeout of the ball game for Luke Sandralla. There's 2 outs. Marcus Orocho, who walked in the first, will stand in. Marcus at .293, 5 home runs, 28 runs batted in. 50 total bases. Has walked 8 and been hit twice. He's got speed, he's got power, and he's one heck of a defensive ball player, and that's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Wide of the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Just misses a little bit. 1-1 to count. Back up the middle. That's going to sneak in there for a base hit. Orocho takes the wide turn, and he'll go back. So Orocho's been on both times so far. And a 2-out base hit will bring up the shortstop from Orleans, Indiana. And that is Simon Gaines. Simon at .292 with 3 homers, 17 runs batted in. 21 hits, 72 at bats with 22 runs scored. The right-handed batter steps in. Rocho's also got really good speed. Curveball misses outside. 3 for 3 stolen bases. See if he tries to get in position where a Gaines base hit would bring him in. In the turf. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Grenadiers with 1 in the first and 2 in the second. And are up in this one 3-0. High hopper. And that's Kevin Moore, the second baseman, who just stomps on second base for the fielder's choice, and that is all for the Oaks in the third. No runs, a hit, no error, and 1 left on base. 3 complete in the Friday night opener with the score Indiana University Southeast 3, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown, Huntingburg, and GoMightyOaks.com. The Go Mighty Oaks. Back at Conkler. And tell you what, Matt Lighthall has not done a bad job for Oakland City, but he's got that pitch total up. 3 innings, 61 pitches, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Had struck out 4 and walked 2, 15 batters faced. Sandrella only 41 pitches through 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 11 batters faced as Lockwood will step in for the Grenadiers, who is 1 for 1 on the game. There's a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. That's a strike, and it goes 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. To Gaines at short, that was a nice pick by him. The throw to first is in time. Oh, pardon me, it is an infield hit for Lockwood. They called him safe. So Lockwood is on at first base, so he's been on both times today, a bang-bang play. Simon Gaines made a good play on that at shortstop. But in a bang-bang play, Lockwood beat it out. Parks 0 for 1, flew out to center field in the second, up again in the fourth. Squared around to bunt. And Lighthall's pitch was hard to bunt, so that was fouled down the first base side. 1 run in the second and 2 in the third for the Grenadiers to lead it 3-0. That is hit into right field, and that is going to roll all the way to the fence. And it is going to score a run, and Parks goes all the way into third base with a triple. Give him a ribby. And it is a 4-0 IUS advantage. As Matt Santana, the catcher, will step in. Santana is 0 for 1. Flow out to Correa and Wright in the third. So nobody out. The bottom part of the order is getting it done for the Grenadiers. Here in the top half of the fourth, 6 hits for IUS. That's a strike to Santana. The number 9 hitter is 0 for 1. .318 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. Just misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the turf. And quick thinking is Lighthall got there to cover, and Parks had to stay at third base. 2 balls and a strike. Oaks would like to keep this to a single run and not let the Grenadiers get a crooked number up. His little conference on the mound. As Hamilton and the Roadshow go over to have a few words with Matt Lighthall. And the great sounds of the day here in Oakland City. It's our light tower playing, isn't it? That's good stuff. 2 balls and a strike. Misses low and outside. 2-1. Yanto, the leadoff man on the right fielder, is on deck. That's hit well into right center. And that will be deep enough to get the run in. As Santana busts that one pretty good. And scoring from third base is going to be Parks. That is the first out of the inning. We're back up to the top of the order, and Yanto struck out in the first. He got a base hit, stole a base, and scored in the third as he was knocked in by the second baseman, Kevin Moore. So that makes it 5-0 now, Indiana University Southeast. A little bit high, a little bit outside. Yanto, 337, 6 homers, 15 runs, batted in. And that just misses. 2 balls and no strikes. That is low. And Lighthall having a hard time finding the strike zone. And the stretch by Lighthall on the pitch. And that is a walk. So a runner now at first for the Grenadiers. Third walk of the ball game for Lighthall. And Kevin Moore has been on base twice. Walked, caught stealing in the first, base hit, scored, and knocked in Yanto in the third. 1 gone here in the fourth. No balls and 1 strike, the count. Low and outside evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Runner goes to second. They got him. Bad thumb and all. Ollie Hamilton throws out Yanto going to second. And that is the second out of the inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Kevin Moore. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Kevin Moore, a freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky, and a left-handed batter. Fouls that one. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lighthall up to 70 pitches. Make it 75 pitches. Fouled off, and it stays at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Foul down the first baseline. Gaslight Pizza and Grill, our sponsor. 2 special spring editions of Raider Wednesday. April 1st, it will be Paul Kinker and the tennis team. And on April 8th, it will be softball. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Lighthall, and that is his 5th strikeout of the contest. But 2 more runs in the inning for Indiana University Southeast. We have played 3.5 with the score. Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball. Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg and GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Back at Conkler, Luke Sandrella's pitched a clinic out here so far. 3 innings, only 41 pitches, 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 11 batters faced. Is the first baseman, Jake Winsenreed, will step in for the Oaks. Struck out in the first. A senior from McCordsville, Indiana. Fouls that one off, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Lighthall's total up to 82 pitches, so we'll see if his day is done after 4. Winsenreed struck out on the first. Swing and a miss on the high, hard one. 2 strikes to Winsenreed. 381, 3 homers, 12 runs batted in for Jake. Foul down the third base line, and it stays at 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. We've gotten back to somewhat spring-like temperatures, but we have a game Tuesday coming up, they're talking snow. And a high of about 35. That's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A shot to the shortstop. Turf throw to first in time. Coulter Hamilton bounces out short to first, and that's 1 gone in inning number 4. Nasbergen steps in as Sandrella continues humming right along. He's only allowed 2 Oakland City hits. Naz 0 for 1, flew out to left his first time. 359 with 8 homers and 20 runs batted in. Swing and a miss as Sandrella blows that past him. 0-1. Swing and a foul tip. 2 strikes to Bergen. That's high. Curacao. I'm trying. Naz from Curacao. Sandrella's mowing him down tonight. 4th strikeout for Luke Sandrella. 2 gone in the 4th inning as Eric Correa 0 for 1. Bounced out short to first. He's hitting at 359, 4 homers, 26 runs batted in. He is a left-handed batter. At the strike. One thing about the Tuesday, even if it is snow, I have a feeling we won't have 40-mile-an-hour winds directly in our face as we did Saturday. And that is hit first. And stomping on the bag is Trevor Goodwin. And that's a 3 up and 3 down. And it's no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 4 here in game 1 of the 3-game set with the score Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill at GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
Back at Conkler. Goodwin steps in, the number 3 hitter for the Grenadiers. And they're up 5-0 in this one. Light, and that's hit to Dickey at second. Gonzalez throws to Winsenreed, and there's one up and one down in the fifth.
Now batting third base,
So
Bryson Arnett.
Bryson Arnett, the third baseman, 0 for 2 for the Grenadiers. Lighthall, 4 1/3, 83 pitches, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 21 batters faced. That is one ball, and no strikes. Bryson Arnett, 457, 4 homers, 14 runs batted in. A strike, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. That's hit to Orocho. Bullet to first in Winsenreed, and there's 2 gone. And in the fifth, we have a 4-3 and a 5-3 out with 2 gone. And Coulter Hamilton has been on twice, was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored in the second inning. And got a base hit in the third. Incredible 414 average with 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. Squares around the bunt, and he fouls that one out of play straight backwards. No balls, 1 strike. Redshirt sophomore from Brownsburg, Indiana, Coulter Hamilton. Curveball inside corner for a strike. This would be what the doctor ordered for Lighthall if he could get a 3 up, 3 down with limited pitching. Just getting a piece of it. 86 pitches for Lighthall. Nothing going on for the Grenadiers here, and that will help a little bit. Strikeout number 6 for Lighthall of the Oaks. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 4.5 at Conkler with the score. Indiana University Southeast 5 at Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill. GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty We're back at Conkler. Oaks got some work to do. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Indiana University Southeast. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Oakland City University. Oliver Hamilton will start things off for the Oaks in the home half of the fifth. 6, 7, and 8 for the Mighty Oaks. It is Hamilton, Charlie Hoffman, and Dickie Gonzalez, and hopefully get a few more. That's an off-speed pitch for a strike, and it is no balls and 1 strike. Head into foul territory down the right field side. And that is a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Arocho with a base hit in the third. And Oliver Hamilton a hit in the second. Those are the 2 hits for the Mighty Oaks to this juncture in time. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's in the infield. Foul territory. Who's going to get it? That's a pretty good play by the third baseman, Bryson Arnett.
That was way foul.
It was about 10 feet foul.
It was on the green part of foul. Wasn't even close.
Now batting for the Mighty Oaks.
So 1 gone for Oakland City of the 5th as Charlie Hoffman, who struck out in the second, will step in. Charlie at 448 on the year. No homers, 10 runs batted in. That's in tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hoffman. Sandrella is sailing along. 55 pitches. High and tight, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Curveball misses outside. 3-1 the count to Hoffman. Now the Oaks could use a base runner. That is a strike. That's one of those knee buckling strikes there. As it's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Sandrell, and yes, I think Hoffman struck at ball 4 there. Dickey Gonzalez, the second baseman, who was 0 for 1, bounced out short to first in the third. Dickey at 232. Low and outside. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, on deck. That just misses outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That is a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. High hopper back the middle. Second baseman throws to first, and that is in time as it goes Kevin Moore to Trevor Goodwin. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 5 in game 1 of the 3-game set. Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Back at Conkler, heading into the 6th inning. Both the starters are still in. Lighthall back on the bump for his 6th inning of works. He has 90 pitches, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 23 batters faced. Nick Johnson 0 for 2 will step up for Indiana University Southeast. Struck out in the 2nd, bounced out 2nd to 1st in the 3rd, and that is low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes on pitch number 91. Wind and the pitch. That is hit in didn't get into the outfield as the shortstop Simon Gaines makes the play, and there's 1 out here in the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Caden Lockwood.
Caden Lockwood has been on base both times. Base hit in the 1st, had a base hit and was knocked in by the Case and Parks triple in the 4th. 1 gone here in the 6th as Lighthall got the Grenadiers 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Tries to bunt it, and it's foul down the 3rd baseline. No balls and 1 strike. Again, we'll be on the air a little before noon tomorrow, Central Time, and we'll play these fellas twice, a 9 and a 7. That's a nice pitch by Lighthall.
He's using the gun. He's working for us. They're charting pitches.
That's inside and hit him. So Lockwood is on at first base with 1 gone. And Case and Parks 1 for 2 and had a big base knock, tripled and scored in the 4th. He knocked in Lockwood first of all and came in on the fly out by the catcher Matt Centena. So 1 on, 1 out here in the 6th. That just misses. 1 ball and no strikes. And that is a strike. Evens the count at 1 and 1. Parks, a junior from Lexington, Kentucky. That's a strike, 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7 and 8 spot in the order has been on 4 of 5 times. Swing and a miss. You can make that 4 of 6 now.
Now batting, center fielder, Cason Parks.
And a strikeout. Number 7 I've got for Lighthall.
Correction, now batting, catcher, Matt Santana.
So 2 outs in inning 6. Matt Centena has kept Correa busy. Flew out to him in the 3rd and the 4th. The Oakland City University right fielder. And that is a strike. Nice Friday night crowd here at Conkler tonight. That's a strike. Oh and 2. Lighthall to the catcher, Matt Centena. Just misses a little low and outside. Santana thought about biting on it, but did not. Grenadiers are 6-0 in Rivers State Conference play. That's right down Lucretia. And that's all for Santana on that. Back-to-back strikeouts as Lighthouse has 8 now. In the inning for the Grenadiers, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We have played 5.5 in game one of the three-game set. Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg, home of Raider Wednesday and Mighty Oak Monday on GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. We're heading into the bottom half of inning number 6. It's 9-1 and 2 for the Oaks. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, then back to the top of the order, and Marco Sorocho, and then the shortstop, Simon Gaines. And Luke Sandrella has just been putting the thing in overdrive. Very efficient, 5 innings, 65 pitches, 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 17 batters faced. Bryce Murphy struck out in the third, and he's up again here in the home half of the 6th. Butts down the third base line, and a nice play by Bryson Arnett, the third baseman, as he throws to Goodwin with 1 out. That's going to bring Marcus Sorocho to the plate. He's got one of the 2 hits for the Oaks and has been on base both times as he walked to the first and got a base hit in the third. Pride of Arecibo, Puerto Rico. High and tight, 1 ball, no strikes. Marcus takes a little while to get his shoelaces tied there, get set. His time is called. You got a lot of sports going on this time of year. This is a fun time of year when all the sports kind of converge. It's a time of year that David and I get very busy. That's all right. I still have a hard time believing I make my living watching sporting events. Conference out there, tell you Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. April 1st, Raider Wednesday, Paul Kinker and the tennis team. April 8th will be Raider softball. Those are the 2 we have scheduled so far. A little harder to schedule them in the spring with the weather and all of the spring sports. So now Rocho steps back in the batter's box. Swing just took a little something off that. That is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike on the inside corner. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gets away from the catcher to throw to first in time. 2 gone. And Simon Gaines, the shortstop out of Orleans, Indiana, steps in. 6 strikeouts for Luke Sandrella. Gaines bounced out short to first in the first and ended the third with a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, and I think if nothing else, Sandrella looks as strong as he's looked all night long here in the 6th inning. He is at 70 pitches currently. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes to Gaines. No balls and 2 strikes in the turf, 1 and 2. Sandrella trying to put the Oaks down 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. That's high, 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lucas Sandrella, a sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky. And he has pitched very, very well. Curveball. Did he go around? Don't think so. Did he? Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it becomes a moot point as that paints the outside corner for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, 7 strikeouts for Luca Sandrella. And it's no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 6 in the first of the 3-game set with the score Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg and GoMightyOaks.com and a Go Mighty Oaks.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
Back at Conkler, Lighthall's night is over. 6 innings, 103 pitches, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. Struck out 8, walked 3, 27 batters faced. The new pitcher is Nate Howard. Top of the order for the Grenadiers. Nate Howard 2-0 with a 4.26 ERA. Strike on the inside corner. 6th appearance. He has started 2 games, 12 2/3, 13 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs. Struck out 11, walked 5, 2 doubles, no triple. 1 homer at .271. Batting average against, 2 wild pitches, and 4 hit batters. Howard, the second pitcher of the ball game. That's low and inside. Nate Howard is a freshman from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yanto struck out of the first, got a base hit, stole a base, and scored in the third, and walked, thrown out stealing in the fourth. We're in inning number 7. Just misses outside. Two and two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That just misses. That was close. 3 and 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the 7th inning as Howard starts off with a walk. Kevin Moore is up now. Walked in the first. RBI hit and scored in the third. He was knocked in by Coulter Hamilton and struck out in the fourth. 1 on, nobody out. Pitch by Howard. That is fouled. And Lighthall finishing the day with 8 strikeouts. Pretty good effort in that at 103 pitches. Fouled off again, 2 strikes to Kevin Moore. Kevin Moore is a freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. Tell you what, the Grenadiers have a great program year in and year out. Swing and a miss. And that is all for Moore. First strikeout for Howard. I actually had a couple of my relatives play for the Grenadiers in the past. Briscoe boys out of Floyd Central. They had more baseball acumen than I did, considerably. Trevor Goodwin, officially 0 for 2, did have a walk in the third. Struck out on the first, bounced out second to first in the fifth. Strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Just misses outside. 1-1. Game times tomorrow are slated for noon and 3. Did that hit Howard? It was close. And there's going to be runners on the corners as Trevor Goodwin just hit the stuffings out of that ball. Goodwin is on at first as Yanto goes to third base. So they got him on the corners. They're already up 5-0. And Bryson Arnett, working an 0 for 3 ball game, steps in for the Grenadiers. Right-handed batter in. Down the right field line, I think that's curving foul. And it is. Bryson Arnett, a senior from Hodgenville, Kentucky. Arnett, .457 with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. And that is hit into foul territory down the right field side. Two strikes, the count to Arnett. One gone, and the Grenadiers threatening here in the top half of the seventh. One in the second, two in the third, two in the fourth for their 5-0 lead now. Foul. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Indiana University Southeast. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Oakland City University. That's a nice pitch by Howard. And a much needed one there. Both of his outs have been strikeouts in the seventh. And that's going to bring up Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop. Hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Base hit in the third and struck out in the fifth.
It's a new pitcher, Pete. Well, that's right. Yes, two.
Curveball low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Coulter Hamilton, as far as their everyday players, leading them in hitting at .414. 36 hits, 67 at bats, 25 runs scored, 5 homers, and 25 runs batted in. A strike, no balls, and 1 strike. Coulter Hamilton, a redshirt sophomore from Brownsburg, Indiana. They've had a number of guys that have made the show from Brownsburg High School. Foul down the first base side. One ball and 2 strikes with 2 gone. Again, the Oaks need to keep it that deficit at 5. Howard at the belt. Foul down the first base line. Stays at 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stepping back in the batter's box now is Coulter Hamilton. Hit to Orocho at third. Fields quickly gets that thing to Winson Reed. It's 5-3 on the out. It saves a run there as the Grenadiers strand a couple. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We have played 6.5 stretch time here at OCU. The Grenadiers up 5-0. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. And we're back at Conkler. Sandrella's day is done. 6 innings, 76 pitches, 2 hits, no runs, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 20 batters faced. The new pitcher is Aiden Darledge. Darledge 3-0 with a 3.60 ERA. This is his 8th appearance. 15 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. Has struck out 18, walked 9. 3 doubles, no triples, 1 homer, a 192 batting average against. No wild pitches and 1 hit batter. He does have a couple of balks, but we're not getting too many breaks. And Sandrella was just lights out. As it's 3, 4, and 5 as Jake Winsenreed steps in for Oakland City University. Jake is 0 for 2 for the day. Struck out in the first, bounced out short to first in the 4th. Low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Aiden Darledge is a redshirt sophomore, a lefty out of Seymour, Indiana, and the second pitcher of the game for Indiana University Southeast. And misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. That is hit into right, curving foul. And it is out of play.
If Huey wins, they're in the semis, and they play the Drake Illinois State winner.
We got Winsenwood, Naz Winsen. Thank you. I know that. Winsenreed. Winsenreed, 0 for 2, the first baseman. That's what you call one of those senior moments, David. Two balls and 1 strike to count. Off speed just misses. 3-1. Oh, Mr. Obvious here. The Mighty Oaks need base runners. They're down by 5 and don't have that many outs left. They have 9 outs left. Fouled off. And I think that was bounced off the catcher's face mat, Matt Santana. Winsenreed back in, full count. That's hit into right center. And the right fielder, Yanto, makes the play for the first out in the 7th. Nosbergen 0 for 2. Flew out to Caden Lockwood in left field in the 2nd and struck out of the 4th. But we've seen it happen many times. You make a mistake with a fastball, and he will make you pay. That's outside low. 1 ball, no strikes. Now as a senior. Two balls and no strikes to count. Eight homers, 20 runs batted in at a .359 batting average. Oh, that was a nasty bender. And that is a strike. 2-1. Two and 2. Took a little something off of that one. And it's 2-2. Correa on deck for the Oaks. And after getting down in the count, the new pitcher, Darlage, strikes out Bergen. First strikeout for Darlage. And that leaves it up to Eric Correa, who's 0 for 2. Bounced out short the first and the second. And to Trevor Goodwin, the first baseman, unassisted in the fourth. All-speed pitch just misses inside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Darlage changes speeds very well. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 gone in the 7th. Oaks are down now to 7 outs in this one. Just misses. 2-1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Oliver Hamilton on deck for the Oaks. Outside. That makes it 3-1, 3 balls and a strike. Strike on the inside corner. It's one that looks like it's going to hit him and then ease over the inside part of the plate. Full count to Correa, the right fielder. That's ball 4 and a much-needed walk for the Oaks. This Correa's on for the first time today. Oliver Hamilton, the senior from Oakland City, right here is at the plate, 1 for 2. Plays an outstanding defensive catcher. Right-handed batter steps in. Had a base hit in the second, fouled out to third in the 5th. Zarnett took care of it. Swung on 1 outside of the zone there, and it's no balls and 1 strike. It's outside. I like Darlage. You could construe him, I think, as a crafty lefty. Changes speed very well. Doesn't have huge velocity, but throws you off balance, and he's not a thrower, he's a pitcher. They have Correa in a rundown. And that is going to do it as Correa's picked off. And that's all for the Oaks in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. With the runner picked off, nobody left on base. We have played 7, game 1 of the 3-game set with the score: Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You are watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube back at Conkler. We're heading to the 8th inning. Nate Howard in his second inning of work as he had 22 pitches a hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts and a walk, and faced 5 batters. 6, 7, and 8 for the Grenadiers. Designated hitter Nick Johnson. Caden Lockwood will follow him, the left fielder.
43 batting.
Okay, we are going to have a new hitter
Number 43.
for the Grenadiers. Connor Scheit, a redshirt sophomore out of McCordsville, Indiana.
No, pinch hitter. 43. What's the number? 43. 43.
Connor Scheit, the first baseman, bats left and throws right. And it is 1 ball and no strikes. That is a strike. Two and 1, 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Scheid, a left-handed batter. Hitting at .255, 14 hits, 55 at bats, 9 runs scored, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. And that is a walk, so Scheit will walk to start the 8th. Lockwood, the scheduled hitter.
Now batting left fielder, Caden Lockwood.
Lockwood steps in. He's been on base every time. A base hit in the 2nd, a base hit and scored on the Parks base hit in the 4th, and was hit by a pitch in the 6th. He is a right-handed batter. Lockwood at .260 on the year with 3 homers, 18 runs batted in. The 7th hitter in the order for the Grenadiers. No balls, 1 strike to count. Curveball misses. That's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lockwood. That is hit in the air. And that was the first baseman, Winsenreed, who made the play. And there is 1 gone in the 8th. Cason Parks, the center fielder, flew out to center in the 2nd, tripled, knocking in Lockwood in the 4th. Then he scored on the flyout by the catcher Santana. Then he struck out in the 6th. And we'll try it again here in the top half of the 8th. Misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch by Howard, swung on and missed. And that'll even the count of the ball and a strike. 1-1. Howard the pitch. That is a strike. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parks. .510 junior out of Lexington, Kentucky, Kason Parks. Time is called. Home plate umpire having a chat with Parks there. Oliver Hamilton joins. I don't know, does Ollie have something wrong with his mask? Okay, that's going to get Ollie's mask taken care of. Boy, I tell you what, Oliver Hamilton has been a staple behind the plate for a number of years for the Mighty Oaks. Howard looks the runner back. And the turf. Runner goes to second and will go in standing. The wild pitch puts Scheid at second base with 1 gone and a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Kason Parks. Scheid with a good lead at second base. Low and outside. Runs the count full. 3-2. A wide one would put runners at first and second base. That's hit foul down the third base line. Well, the Grenadiers have been impressive tonight in this one. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Oakland City has got 2 hits on the evening. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Top half of the 8th inning with 1 gone. And Scheid in scoring position at second base. Add to the 5.5 hole, a base hit. And Scheid's going to put on the brakes at third. So bottom part of the order getting it done. As Parks is on at first, Scheid goes to third, and Matt Santana, although catcher, he was 0 for 3, will step in. Flew out to right field, and Correa in the second. Hit it to Correa again. He caught it in the 4th and struck out in the 6th. Howard the stretch of the pitch. That misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Santana, a junior out of St. John, Indiana. Runner goes to second. It's close. Did they get him? He's safe. He got in. The pitch was a ball as Parks steals second base, and now base hit could plate a couple. Matt Santana, 318, a homer, and 12 runs batted in. Hit to Gaines. And has the runner going to third, throws to home. Has that runner picked off. And the throw back to third. They got him. Is that a double play? I don't even want to figure out all the numbers in that. That was a heck of a play. Okay, thank you. T-Ray, 6254. A fielder's choice and a double play to end the inning. Well, that was pretty good work there by the Oaks. We have played 7.5 innings here at Conkler with the score. Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you with the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. That's an understatement. We're back at Conkler as we're heading to the home half of the 8th inning. As it will be, I believe it's Ollie Hamilton up there. As we had Correa picked off in the bottom of the inning. So it will be Hamilton to start things off. He is 1 for 2. Senior out of Oakland City, Indiana, played at Gibson Southern High School. And one of the great stories in college sports. Outstanding role model. And does everything pretty doggone well. Great defensive catcher. Ollie at 302 with 3 homers and 16 runs batted in. That's high and tight. That's a called strike. Game at the 2-hour and 13-minute mark right now. It's been moving right along. That's a strike. Darledge, the second pitcher of the ball game. Lucas Sandrella pitched a masterpiece. He would be in line for the win. That's high. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Oliver Hamilton. Oaks have only scratched out 2 hits. Swing and a miss, strike 3, gets away from the catcher, but he calmly picks it up, throws it to first. And that is the second strikeout of the ball game for Darledge, so 1 gone in the 8th. Chris Hoffman, the number 7 hitter in the Oaks attack, steps in. He struck out twice in the contest, but has done a good job at the plate. Hoffman at 448 coming in. No balls and 1 strike to count. 0-1. Off-speed misses high. Dickey Gonzalez, the second baseman on deck. And the turf. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Strike on the inside corner. Dylan's the second pitcher of the ball game, an inning and a third, 23 pitches, has struck out 2 and walked 1. Has not allowed a hit as of yet. Fouled out of play. Stays at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch by Darlidge. That is hitting the left field. That's going to bounce in there for a base hit. First one of the ball game for Charlie. Third hit of the night for the Oaks. That's going to bring up Dickie Gonzalez, the second baseman, who was 0 for 2. Bounced out short to first in the third and second to first in the fifth. So the first matter to be done by the Oaks would be to get that donut off the board as they're down 5-0. That is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. You're right, Pete. That is the first hit since the third for the Mighty Oaks. This is low and inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, on deck. Outside. Three balls and no strikes the count to Dickie Gonzalez. You get Gonzalez on, that may be the start of a little rally for the Oaks in the home half of the 8th. A strike. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Called second strike. It's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dickey out of Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. And a call, third strike. Third strikeout of the ball game for Darlidge. And there's 2 gone in the 8th inning, and that leaves it up to Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder, who's working an 0 for 2 night. Senior from Evansville. High and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Marcus Arocho wants to get a crack here if he can in the 8th. And misses inside. IU Southeast, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. That's a strike on the inside corner. Two balls, 1 strike. Misses outside. Three and 1 the count. Hoffman on at first base. Hit to the second baseman. Their throw to first is in time. That is 4-3 on the out. As that goes more to